What's good? Welcome. Wednesday, June 21st, 2023. Week 25. What's good and welcome. I didn't want to show my face today at first. I was kind of dreading it. And I figured it wouldn't be a huge problem because I'm up to date on the songs. The next 3 weeks are recorded. It would just be the vlogs. But then I decided it was okay to show my face. So my original plan was to do this, but then I figured I looked like some kind of babushka. Is that the right word? Babushka? No, what's it called? I can't remember the name for the Russian grandmas. I feel like I'm getting it wrong. Yeah, /ET. So I didn't want to do that. But I want to show this blanket off, this quilt, this whatever you call it, this throw. It's from a friend of mine who gave it. She gave it to me when she left China. No, well, she didn't technically. She left China for a holiday, and the pandemic happened, and she got trapped outside in a different country for a year. And I needed to go to her dorm room and, separate her things, post some to where she was, and post some to her home country, and she couldn't take it all, so she left me some stuff, and this is one of the things she wanted me to have. I found it kind of relevant because I spoke to her yesterday for the first time in a long time, and she was asking me when I'm going to write a song for her, which apparently I promised to do, which I don't think I did. I think she asked me and I probably said, yeah, well, maybe if I have something to write about. But yeah, so I didn't write you a song, I'm sorry. But I sleep in the blanket you left me, so thank you. Yeah. The reason I didn't want to show my face, right, is because I've had a bit of a bad week, to be honest. Don't want to overshare, so I'm gonna try and keep it to the bare minimum. But yeah, rough week, pretty rough week. I just kind of, I don't know. I think I had a little breakdown, right? Because I always have little ups and downs, and bigger ups and downs and all this stuff, and I'm generally okay, like I'm functional a lot of the time. It's just from every now and then it kind of hits a bit harder, and I think I won't go into details on there was a couple of conversations and a couple of different interactions this week, and some were positive and some were not so positive, and I don't know, I think it all just kind of hit me, I'm about to have a big change. I'm about to go into a full-time job in an office, which I haven't done for years, and it's not connected to, my love of art in any way. But I need the job. That's a commitment there, and I'm trying to get a mortgage. That's another commitment that I need to stick to. I can't just drop out of. I can't just drop off the map. Once I've got all this going, it's going to tie me into a lot of paperwork, and yeah, and I had a loss a few months ago. I don't think I ever properly dealt with that or processed that loss at all. So there's all that, and then there's lots of extra little things. There's lots of other things that would probably not even be considered a problem if it wasn't for the other stuff. I think it's like amplified because it feels like there's a few big things that are worrying me, and then all the small things feel bigger as well. So yeah, that's it. And so I woke up one morning, and I just, like last week, and I just went to the internet. I thought, because I can't risk breaking down or falling apart if I just jump into a new job and I've got a mortgage. I can't. I could lose a lot. I could ruin everything if I have some kind of issue with my head in this time period, or any time period for that matter. But I've lasted this long dealing with it. So yeah, I literally turned to the internet and I tapped in mental health support, and it came up with just a list of what they call counsellors, I guess, offering services, £200 to £400 per session, and I'm like, well, I can't do that. I'd rather suffer. I'd rather suffer in my head than in my wallet at this point, because even if you fix the problems in my head, then I got a problem in my wallet. It's not really, you're not fixing my problems, you're just moving my problems. Yeah, and the other one was, there was a phone number which I called and it was disconnected. I'm like, wow, that's rough. And I started thinking, because I'm reasonably stable, I think. I don't think I'm a threat of doing anything stupid. No, I'm not. I wouldn't. I couldn't. But a lot of people might, you know, and if other people went through that process and they were like a lot lower than I was, then I dread to think what happened there. I saw some other links as well, like one of the other articles on the site was symptoms of mental health, and there were 5 symptoms listed. I can't remember them, but I had them all. And I was like, oh, okay, like, well, I've got all 5 of those. And then there was another one that said 10 symptoms that you've 10 symptoms that you've had a mental breakdown, or that you're having a mental breakdown. And I read all 10 of those. I'm like, yeah, I got all 10 of those as well. So it's like, it's almost comical. I'm just like, yeah, I don't know if I am, because I always just assume I'm normal, and that everyone does this. And then I'm like, but if this is, you know, if I have these 15 symptoms, some of them overlapped, it wasn't a full 15, but yeah, maybe I really do need some help. So I was trying to get that, and someone reached out on social media and sent me a phone number for Samaritans, which I called, and that was really good, actually. That was really nice. Yeah, because sometimes you just need a chat, innit? I'll try and put the Samaritans number in this video, actually, because I think it is important, right? I think it's not just me struggling. It's obviously loads of people. There's loads of people I know struggling, loads of people in my life, like here and back in China, and that I keep regular contact with. And yeah, there's so many people who are just done in the head. Like, it's crazy. So yeah, this wasn't supposed to be I wasn't supposed to be talking mental health for this long, but you know, maybe it's okay, maybe it's beneficial. Oh God, yeah, I think I've gone through all that. What else do I need to say? I don't know, I start work next week. That's about it. Yeah, I've had doing the documents has added to my stress a bit, just because there's, you know, I don't have any work history in England, and the work history I have in China is not easy for people to, you know, track down or speak to my boss if they want to. And then they want like 7 years of address details. And it's like, I lived in 4 different apartments in China. And especially in the first 2 years, like, I could hardly speak Chinese. I don't know those addresses. And, you know, when you leave and, you know, everything you carry with you, like, has money attached to it. You know, everything that weighs anything you have to pay for. It's like, of course I didn't keep the pile of documents that I had in my apartment that was, you know, all the paperwork from my rentals and whatever else. But I think it's okay. I think we're sorted, and I think I can go into work. So yeah, as of next week, I'll be in work. It kind of sucks. I feel like I've had all this free time and I've done nothing. Now I'm about to go into a job, and it's going to be, assuming everything goes well, there's going to be a big commitment over my head for the next 30 years. Terrifying, actually. But everything is. At least this way I feel like I'm moving forward, I suppose. And yeah. I hope you're good. That feels really scattered. I'm not gonna re-record it. I don't know what I've missed. Ask me anything, tell me anything. Thank you for the love on the song last week. I'm really happy some of you liked it. It didn't get the 1 million views that I hoped it'd get, but it did get, like, you know, nearly 200, so it's something. I'll take it. All right, take care, be good. Mwah.